Hello all my fans out there. I'm assuming you're my fans if you're watching this video. We're going to talk a little bit more about Upper Naboo today. And as you can see, I mentioned on the last video, we have what I call the grand staircase that heads up through a palace type building into the Upper Naboo area. But after you go through a little cave section, you actually stop off about halfway. And this is where there's a queue line for a flat ride. It's kind of an open air, glass covered part of the walkway. And this is the flat ride queue area right here. I have a sign that's actually a video billboard that kind of looks futuristic, modern Star Wars, and the name of the ride pops up. And you can see this ride is what I call the Naboo Fighter Trainer or something like that. I can't even remember what I call it right now. But it's basically themed off the yellow Naboo fighters. Has some billboards you can see up above on the full upper part of Naboo. There's a Ferris wheel ride up there. But let's continue back up the grand staircase into an area that I have named the Grand Hall, and hopefully you see why I called it the Grand Hall. It's a hall of archways with a great view out over the surrounding land, and this is kind of the place where you decide. You could go straight to get to the monorail station or go right to get to the Upper Naboo Park area. We'll continue on through the hallway though into the monorail station first. Again, use of some billboards here to show arrival times, departure times to the other lands. And I gotta say, this building is probably one of the buildings I'm most proud of and most happy with. I really like the way it turned out. It's very elegant looking, very royal, Queen Amidala looking. There's some little niches in the walls here where you could buy stuff to eat, buy stuff to drink, go to the bathroom, and so on. This really looks great at night as well, this building, and I'll have some pictures of that I'll post later. Walking back through the grand hallway, we'll make our way up into the main park area of Naboo. So the upper part of Naboo here is really a big central park area with wide walkways, gardens, places to sit in the shade, and all around the exterior of this central park area are a number of places to eat and drink and shop. Again, here's a little bakery or donut shop with some benches where you can sit in a cool environment and have a treat. We'll go back outside in a second here, and you can see where I have a hot dog or sausage stand, Naboo sausages as I call it. There's some restrooms and some more shops that surround this edge of the park. And this particular shop I'll go to in a minute here is one where I really started using billboards more heavily. You can see that the walls are filled with product, clothes and shoes and hats and stuff like that to give it a little bit more of a 3D look and feel to the shop. A little garden area with a fountain. There's an ATM machine tucked back in the corner here. And then this is my Naboo River. It's basically made from the river raft ride, track ride, and dressed up with rocks and splashes and so on to make it look like a real live moving river. Really happy the way it turned out, and the way it looks and the way it kind of cuts through this park area. Just want to mention that all the buildings that I built here, including things like this little flower cart and some of the other props that I made specifically from scratch for this land, are all out in the workshop for people to download as blueprints. Okay, going across the park area, there's another little strip of places to get places to eat and drink here, a couple restrooms, and here's the entrance for the Naboo Eye Ferris wheel. It's kind of an indoor queue line that goes through a palace type environment. That's the feel I was trying to get here. Just dressed it up with some tables and chairs and some areas, so it kind of looks like you were just going through like a palace reception area. There's also some nice views out of the archways here, one of the higher points in the park. There's also this outside part of the queue area before you actually load onto the ride, And that's about it for this part of Upper Naboo. I'll continue back on the next video and show you the rest. Have a great day, everybody.